two sides of one evil, unified together as one by witchcraft by the evil Skeletor. Today, we're going to take a look at the Masters of the Universe Masterverse, newly released, new Eternia, Too Bad, Tovar, and Bathra. What's up, guys? How are you? It's your host, Hebot, coming back at you with another exciting episode of Toys in My Closet. And we're going to take a look and review at Too Bad, the bad boy, as you see here, another deluxe figure in the Masterverse toy line. You see the box and its window opening with the same style and aesthetics as the Beastman that we got in Target. And I believe this is also another Target exclusive at the moment. And Too Bad is an enormous figure inside this packaging. Really, really big. You see a lot of the actual aesthetics in style as we always known for Too Bad, with a lot of new twists and touches here and there. And he looks great. As you see there, it says New Eternia and Masterverse on the top with the 30 points of articulation and from Mattel. As you turn it this way, you see it says Too Bad, the double-headed evil strategist. And then on the other side, we have great artwork by, I believe, either Nate Barch or Ivan O'Donoghue. I'm not sure. Then we turn it around and we see other great artwork of Too Bad in all of his glory as well. Old school style, like back in the day, looking very Frank Rosetta. And then this is the cross sell for the new figures in this wave that come in single cards as well. We have Evelyn, Frosta, Roboto, and Stratos. So, without further ado, let's take a closer look at Too Bad, take him out of packaging, and see what he has to offer, because he is new for 2023, and this is exciting. And let's see if he's worth his weight, if he's worth the money. And we're only going to find out through this journey. So sit back, relax, enjoy your digital drink, and hopefully you'll stay here for the entire review and ride. I'll see you guys in a blink of an eye. Okay, guys, here we have Too Bad out of packaging. And he is really, really impressive. Impressive is the best word that I could use. Not only is he impressive, he has great colors, great detail, a lot of new, different features that he never had before, but he still looks and feels like Too Bad. And he has a lot of size to him. He is massive. So let's take a closer look. And here he is. Here is Too Bad. Badra and Tovar, right? Up close and personal. And there's a portrait for each and every one of them, with the beautiful gold red eyes, the teeth, the blues with the purples, and the black washes, the actual spikes in the head, and kind of like the mohawk fin with the protruding ears that look like, what you call that, almost like a spear coming up. And then over here we have Tovar with his blue fins, the three lines, red eyes that look like cats, the black eyebrows, the fangs, the one-sided ear hoop, and then coming down, you see the split coming down on him that split him apart. And the cool thing is that it looks like it's molded and not just painted on, as you can see. It looks like two bodies actually fused together, and you see the muscle scales and wrinkles and the scaling of the skin coming down to the arms with a lot of washes, the nice wrist, and wristband, right, in that champagne color, you see, really nice. The orange, steel, I guess would be battle armor or vest, with the spikes on one and the round ball on the other. Turning him around, and he looks like he has like a monster face or totem pole face. Maybe even a snake, who knows? You see the spikes coming along on the shoulders, the lines on the other side. There goes the straps. Then on the other arm, you see that he has the the details of the muscle definitions with this new bicep pad. It has the spike coming out, right, in orange as well, with the circles and then the spikes to match the circles and the spikes. And then you see his, would be like his glove, metal glove. That's the whole forearm, the wrist, and then the hand. A lot of nice detail, even this little line work inside. Looks like gunmetal silver. Then he has a beautiful belt, which this was a piece, I believe, that was originally drawn together, or was drawn for the concept toys schematic for the actual original toys. And as you can see, it has the the spikes there and the dots there with the metallic green, the blue, and then the purple on the one side with the two dragons. And then this is a separate piece, which is cool. And you see he still has the undergarment belt in red, and you can actually with the actual black loincloth. And that piece is removable, so if you want to take it out to make them look more like classic, you can. Then, the leg and the thighs, you see the purple again with the scaling there. Going down to the boot on the one side, you have the shin guard here in the foot and the leg with the nice purple burgundy protector with the, with the actual little circle things on it. And then on the other side, you see he has a metal boot with the flat tip, looking like a knight's type of boot, but metal as well, as you can see. And it has a little, on the top part of the boot, balls that match the weapon of Tovar, I believe it is. And then this one goes up more like a king's crown. And then he has the monster feet, as you can see. Right there. And some blemishes there, I think it is. What is that? It looks like something on it. But okay. With the fingernails. So he looks really, really good, but you have to see him in person to understand how imposing he looks, because he's so big. This figure is a deluxe figure, but he feels like he's worth every penny as a deluxe figure, and understandably so, he feels like a beast character, not just a regular normal size Motu character, which is cool and cool because he is beast. He is like a creature, and the fact they made him like this makes sense. So he's really cool. So now we'll take a look at his accessories. And here are his accessories. We'll start off with one of his new accessories, which is really cool, and that is his blaster gun. All in gunmetal silver, all in that plastic, but it does have nice little details, and it looks cool. It's the first time that Too Bad has this type of weapon. Then we'll go on to excuse me, his new battle axe, which matches his belt. It's supposed to be the two halves of the dragon, This side being Tovar and this side being Badra, and as you can see, has like that kind of metal, but with those blue highlights, like it's rusted, and it has accumulated, you know, metal rust, I guess is what you call it, or water stains, I guess. Looks really, really nice. The details on the two dragons is really good too. Has like battle torn indents on the metal, and then going down the handle, and then it has the nice straps of wraparounds with the tip there. And this is really cool. It's something new as well. Now these are the original weapons that he had, but made separate. They were always together as one weapon, which was like this with a handle, and in this case they separate them. They're two maces, one here being the one with the ball and spikes. This has like a nice see-through champagne color to it, almost like a prune color. And then this one here has that metallic olive green. It almost looks like see-through as well, but it's not. But it's done really nice with the spikes, handles, and stuff like that. So it's supposed to be basically the version of the original weapon, but it was separated, I guess, right? Made to look more, you know, modern, and like the original take on, you know, the original take on of the artwork that was made for the toy line originally. But this is what it looked like, you know, in the original toy. You see how it has the ball, that would be the mace, and then spike would be that there, and they were fused together with one handle, and that's what it's supposed to be and look like. So they just separated, which is cool, because you know, you could use it in a different and unique way. Then we have his classic shield, again here with the crest detail in the middle, really nice. One side nice and soft with the dents and dings, and the other side with the rough kind of look on the shield, which I think is supposed to represent the skin of Badra, and the other side. And you see the level of detail is really nice in the orange, and you turn it around, it has the leather strappings on this side where he's holding it with his arm and hands, and it's much bigger than the shield has ever been before, which is really, really cool with the nice orange, you know, detailed paint job. And then, of course, he brings an extra set of hands, which are fist hands for fisticuffs. One of the, you know, Badra, one of Tovar, which is a metal arm, metal fists, and the other one is a more snake and reptilian style, you know, fist. But you see, it has the wash and the level of detail that the figure has. They didn't spare no expense. They didn't cheap out, nothing like that, you know, which is really, really good and really, really cool, and shows that Mattel actually cared while doing this figure. So now we'll take a closer look at Too Bad's articulation in his new form and size. So we'll start with their heads. First, Badra's goes left and right, goes down that much, and goes up a significant amount. It has some, no real tilt, but does look left and right. Tovar's head is left, it goes right, it looks down that much, it looks up about that much, which is a good amount, and really doesn't have a tilt, just a little bit. But you notice that his neck was sculpted where it goes up in an arch that way. So his head kind of never really sits straight. right? It kind of sits like on a tilt. So you can make him like kind of look this way. Like he's in a tilt, while you can make, Badger's be a little bit more straight. Even though his side, he's shorter on this side than that side. And as far as the hands, it just, in the shoulders, it just goes up that much. It does go the 180 degrees. It does have bicep. Then it has the double on the actual, on the actual elbow. The rotating on the wrist, and in this case the hand goes in and it goes out. And in Tovart's side, it does go up the same way, I believe. It goes up the shoulders just this much. That's it. No butterfly on the actual arm, right, or shoulder. You got the swivel, same thing, double on the elbow, as you see, which is good. And then, the wrist and his hand also, I believe, hinges in and out. In and out, yeah. And he has a waist swivel, really good, really nice. And then the top torso cut, which is right here. This came out. Let's put it back on him. Oh no, blasphemy, you took it off. How dare you, Eba? Oh boy, it's kind of hard to put it back on, really. Here we go. Let's turn it around. I think it went on. Yep, it went on. Okay. Then we have the torso cut there, which actually moves pretty good. Has a nice range of movement. He can move forward that much, which is pretty good. More than other Masters of the Universe multiverse. He moves back about that much, and it's seamless. It doesn't have a gap, which is really good. He moves left and he moves right really well. So you got that movement. Then you have the bicep, the swivel on the thigh. You do have the knee, double on the knee. Then you have the boot cut, and then the foot goes forward, goes that much back. And it has a rocker. And in the middle, he's still for this size and do a better split, Jean-Claude Van Damme style, than most Marvel Legends. Put that into perspective. And then, of course, you can bring the foot up a good amount as well, and back even a nice amount too. So yes, as far as the articulation goes, for the size that he is, it's excellent. So now let's just take a quick pause and put on his accessories just to see what he looks like. So we'll start off with the gun, as you can see, and that goes right in there. You slide that like so. Now we have the axe, which we're going to put in the back. Put it on the mouthpiece, clip it on like so, and lift just a tad up, and now we have that way. Now the shield, which we have to kind of pass this way, kind of fit it in his hand like so, right? Try to wedge it up, pass the strap through there, which is kind of hard to do with the hand on. This process would be so much easier if you actually take off the hand. But you can still get it done like so, as you can see. with the hand on, even without removing the actual wrist. So there is the shield on him. Now let's get this mace on this hand, which was really hard plastic, so I had to kind of warm it up before just to get it on, and it wasn't so because it's real rigid. I don't know why, and it's really hard to like put on them. So as you can see, I'm having trouble, so I'm gonna take a quick pause, warm it up, and put it on. So here we are. I did warm it up a little bit. Let's see if it works. Yep. And it goes right in. So now we have that hand with the mace on that hand, like so. So now the last mace, since there's nowhere really to store it, I'm just going to kind of slide it in here. Try to wedge it in here so you kind of have it there on the side, even though he's not going to use it, like so. So we put that there. And so here we are. Here we have Too Bad with all of his accessories. Looking mighty cool, as you can see there. And, you know, I try to pose him a little bit because he does have posability, even though he is a big, girthy character. And this is how it looks like in the back with all those accessories on, as you can see. There you go. And the cool thing is you can actually turn this in different positions depending how you pose them. So it could be at the side, you know, that you choose to have it on as you're posing, which is very, very cool indeed, right? So Too Bad looks really, really nice. He looks really nice, even though he's girthy, but Too Bad still, right? Has, you know, all the badassery in him that you wouldn't expect from a bad, evil creature like character like him. Only with, but definitely with his uniqueness. So now let's do a comparison. And so here I have the ultimate comparison, which is basically Too Bad from Masterverse versus Too Bad from the Masters of the Universe Classics. You can see right away the disparity in size. The Masters of the Universe Classics were pretty big figures when they were out compared to anything else. They were, you know, always in like the 6.5, almost 7-inch scale. And you see how, you know, Too Bad from the Masterverse completely towers over him. Not only in size, but in girth as well, width. And you see the similarities are all there. The colors on, for some reason, on the camera, on the classics looks brighter, but in reality, in front of you, they're kind of the same match, but the ones for classics are more muted and more toned down, or darker, like in the skin, as you see. And this side is a lot, you know, more kind of washed out and brighter. But I gotta say, you know, I have also the Too Bad from 2000X, which I couldn't really pull out for this because I have it put away. And they didn't make a Too Bad for Origins either, and they didn't make it for Mega Constructs or for Loyal Subjects or the Masters of the Universe minis. So pretty much this is the only real comparison to Bad's a character they haven't really tackled. And that's why I like that Masterverse did it. But you can see right away that this, by far, the Masterverse version is actually a far better figure than the Masters of the Universe Classics. which I keep saying that as the line has progressed, they're getting better than the classics, especially that they have better articulation, cloth goods, more accessories, more attention and detail given to them, like more, pieces like the belt or the armor, the bicep, the bicep, what you call it, like the bicep guard that he has, the pistols, just so many things, and then the pinless and seamless look of the joints on the masterverse. They're just on another level compared to the classics, with no disrespect to the classics, of course, because that was still my definitive number one, until I started, collecting masterverse and realizing the differences. But there it is. There's a comparison with Too Bad. Then I'll do another comparison just so that you can see what you look like with other, masterverse characters. And here he is next to a bunch of pivotal villain characters alongside with him, like Triclops, that are out, so far in the Masterverse and Revelations and New Eternia line, as Stinkor, Trapjaw, Spikor, and the big deluxe Beastman, as you can see. All look really good, all these different colors, all monsters but unique at the same time. And this is how he stacks up next to some of the heroic classic He-Man characters like Fisto, Man-at-Arms, and Zodak. And look how much he towers Fisto and Man-at-Arms, for example, or even Zodak. This guy stands really tall, and he's a Hulk in his own right. So you're getting your bangs for your buck when it comes to the deluxe Too Bad and the accessories that, he brings. He really is a deluxe size, without a doubt. So now let's get to my final thoughts. So here he is, guys. Here is Too Bad on the spinner. And basically, this is my final thoughts. The figure is absolutely incredible. Pinnacle point in the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, New Eternia line. And I can't stress enough how good of a figure he is, especially for the price point, the amount of paint application, detail, accessories, soft good parts, seamless joints, added loose parts that are not just painted on, like the bicep bandana that he has there strapped, the ability to store some weapons as well, the amount of weapons and accessories that he came, plus interchangeable hands, even though it is one set extra. Too Bad is a fantastic entry in a line that started off what looked to be, that was going to be somewhat treated like maybe like average or like lower tier, and quickly they took their pride and put it into work to show that they actually cared and were willing to go the extra mile to make these figures not only better than what they presented to you at first, but even as far as to become just as good as the Masters of the Universe classics. And in some cases, like this one, even better than the classics counterpart, and definitely the 2000X line. I hope to see more. There is, the word that Mattel, because they sold the license to, I believe, Paramount, that the line is coming to an end, that the last things that we will see will be You know, things like the Snake Mountain, the Eternia playset, obviously. And for Masterverse, you know, for Origins and, you know, Masterverse, we should get like the Pig Boy or Pig Head from the Sunman faction, the other Sorceress, the Man-at-Arms Deluxe that comes with all the accessories, and I believe the Space Adventures He-Man, which looks pretty cool as well. And if that's the case, it really saddens me, because there's never been a full He-Man toy line other than vintage and obviously classics because of the format. But I hope that Mattel can convince Paramount or whoever it is that got the rights to somehow extend the contract and allow them to do more figures and property and products, especially since Netflix is supposedly doing their live action movie. Too bad is definitely showing that they're worthy, that their quality has heightened tenfold, and that they care. And, you know, I would love to see, you know, what their interpretation of, you know, Multibot and you know, Modulok and so many other characters like Extendar and Mechanic and Manny-Faces, which Manny-Faces is supposed to be another one that's supposed to be coming out that's solicited for Masterverse as well. What they're going to look like and how they're going to come out in their final form. So again, I really hope and cross my fingers, like I think a lot of other people are as well, that it doesn't end here this year and that it continues on forward after 2023, because it would be really sad after they put so much forth good effort and quality into making this line grow and get better and evolve. But I give it a thumbs up, guys. So you let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like the figure, if you don't, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't, share it with someone you think might like it. As always, you know, if you guys are going to pick it up or interested in going to definitely get it or got it already, let me know in the comments below, because it's good for conversation. Or if you just saw my review and didn't, you know, were on the fence, and now, you know, because of my review you definitely have changed your mind, let me know as well. That'd be cool to know. And like I said, he's a great figure. It's an Etsy collection. I think he's well worth it, especially for the price point of $31.99. So guys, you can find me on any social media platform. Also, you can you know, help me out in any way, shape, or form if you like. If you have the means to, if you like what I do, if you want to help me from the kindness of your heart, it's not mandatory. There's a way to do it down in the description below, in my PayPal and my Patreon information. Or if you guys want to donate anything to the channel for me to highlight or review or showcase, like I did here with Too Bad, I will be more than glad to do so. I will be more than happy and honored. I'm completely humbled. If you want me to, just hit me up on one of the DMs on social media, on my social media platforms, and we'll work out the particulars. So this is your boy, your host, Hebot, signing off with another episode of Toys in My Closet. And this has been the review and unboxing of the Masters of the Universe Multiverse New Eternia Too Bad. I'll see you then in the next one, guys. Keep collecting, have fun doing it, but remember, be polite in these trying times while doing so and having fun. Bye-bye.